what's going on? I'm super freaking excited. I just want to finally share an update on Mujo. If you don't know, Mujo is my app. I'm a classical guitarist and professional app developer. It's a practice journal as simple as a metronome. Everything gets its own dedicated metronome practice screen. It'll save the tempo. If you use the timers, it'll save kind of like Strava or Fitbit or like the Apple Watch. Anyway, so that's Mujo if you don't know about it. And here I want to share a few updates. By far, the number one most requested thing from people is the ability to edit time or manually add time. You don't have to use the timers that are directly in the practice screen. You can now manually add or edit time. For example, here I created a little practice plan, but now I can edit time, and now I just deleted those from the beginning of today's practice log. So it's really helpful if you don't have your phone or if you accidentally logged too much time, like you ran the stopwatch and forgot to turn it off. Not even close, that's the number one most requested thing from everybody, and I'm really excited to finally have that done. I'm actively working on the thing again. I took a break and worked on another project that hopefully will see the light of day someday, but today's not that day. Right now I'm working on Mujo again. That's one big update. Another one is it is now freemium. Still no subscriptions though. It's a one-time purchase and you have it for life. The way it works is you get 5 free practice items. Some people only need a few items, and I want them to be able to use it forever if you only need a few. But if you want a lot, that's where Mujo really shines. There's no features that are unlocked. It's not like, oh, you can only use the timer on the freemium version, and then on the pro version you get the timer and the stopwatch. Like, nothing like that. I think that's a good balance. Let me know. So freemium is a big update. Manually adding in editing time is another humongous update. And then another thing that I'm stoked about is the ability to clone items. For example, I've been creating a lot of little individual cards for these like Segovia exercises. And so I can see I've created slurs up to number 5. I could clone this item. Now it's kind of like a variation. You could use that for specific measure marks, like if you want to create excerpts out of a song that you're working on. So cloning is really cool. Practice logs are a little bit nicer. It shows the totals above each one. The goal is that these should be a little bit more screenshotable, so you could share mostly to your teacher. Like if you want to share and be like, this is what I worked on this week. I like to post these to Instagram because I'm a nerd. So follow me on Instagram if you want to see my daily practice logs. Those are the main things. I also have created a Patreon if people want to vote on what you want me to work on next. I pay attention to everybody. Please leave a comment below if you want to see something specific. But of course, I'm going to pay the most attention to Patreon members. And so, yeah, I just want to throw out some ideas to you all. What could I be working on next? You'll see a lot of my items right now have hashtags. I'm thinking a lot about how to create related items. The most obvious thing would be folders. I think it should have that, but then there are often things that you want to be in multiple folders. Like that is an excerpt, but it's also an arpeggio exercise. So what I'm imagining is this naming structure, like anything that begins with a hashtag is a folder, and then anything with hashtags at the end can also be put in that folder. Let me know what you think. I mean, that's one way to do it. Other ideas that I'll try to just say quickly, the ability to share these reports as just like a simple text to your teacher, like to send an email, like a summary of the week or like the full week breakdown. The ability to like chart your tempo, or I want the same tempo across multiple items. So if I update what tempo I'm working at on scales for one of these Segovia exercises, I also want it to update all the other Segovia scale exercises. As I'm updating tempo, I would love to see how my tempo has changed over time. You can kind of do that right now by doing a quick note, but I think that it could be better. And then finally, the big one a lot of people are asking for an Android app. I don't use Android. This thing is a labor of love. I'm not making a lot of money on it. But if the demand is there, let me know. I'd love to create a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe, or you could just join my Patreon, and that would tell me that people want to see the Android version. There's one person who's already subscribed. I am in the very beginning stages of starting the Android app. So anyways, that's it. There's a few updates in Mujo 119 and 118, and then some stuff that's coming up. So thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this app. Does it look useful for you? Does it look useful for you as a student, or does it look useful to you as a teacher? What if all of your students were using this app and logging their practice time really, really easily? I think it could be an awesome teacher-student tool. All right, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.